Hey guys, Nabil here, and for those of you who've been saying, where's the King of Fighters 15 news? Why didn't we have another supposed fake leak? Well, rejoice because we just had another leak today. Well, again, quote unquote leak that showed up on the internet today about the King of Fighters 15, and it brings up supposed information about the game system, characters, and some story elements. Now, I usually just, whenever there's a new leak, I do a video and talk about it and just, pinpoint why this leak or the other is so fake. Now, the previous ones were kind of easy to spot. This one, I gotta give him credits. There's some stuff there that might be true. Not saying that it's legit, but it just seems reasonable, right? I mean, and there was one giveaway though that it kind of tells me that this is fake, but we'll talk about it. Before doing that, I just want to go ahead and let you guys know that now I have Neo Geo Now has a merchandising website. It just started. It's neogeonow.com/shop, where we sell some merchandising inspired by fighting games, and specifically SNK. Right now there's only one design that I did. I've showed it on my Twitter. It's, of course, I'm talking about Goose Howard, the mayor of the South Farm town, and he's here to wreak havoc. So this is I hope you guys like this design. Right now we have a couple t-shirts and mug available. You can purchase it through the link below, and there's actually worldwide shipping, so you can support the channel and get some cool stuff. There'll be more products and more designs over the next coming weeks. Now let's go back and talk about our supposed leak. Again, this showed up on Twitter. I think it's taken from 4chan maybe, so let's go ahead and check it out here. So, and there you go. So this is it, the King of Fighters 15. I'm gonna read through this, and then it's easy to read as it's actually done in points, and we'll talk about each one. So let's talk about the format. The format is standard 3 versus 3, no strikers or tag. I'm pretty sure that's true. So okay, so that's probably what's gonna happen. We're not gonna get strikers. The strikers are cool, some really cool combos. I like strikers honestly, but very difficult to to actually get a balanced game using strikers. Let's go to the next one. Graphics obviously better than 14 and somewhat more than Samurai Showdown. That just tells you absolutely nothing. Of course it's gonna be better than 14 and somewhat more than some shows, somewhat better than Samurai Showdown. I mean, I think it'll be difficult to compare the two games. It's completely different styles, right? A lot of models, animations are reused and tweaked from 14 to save time, but ones like you are different. Models, I don't think so. Animations, probably. I don't think they're gonna go ahead and create new animation for the entire game, especially if we're looking for a big roster. And this is the King of Fighters. We gotta get a big roster, right? Teammates are in the background and will react to things in the game, but they do not jump in to save you during a combo. I really hope this is true. I really hope. This is one of the things I always loved about the King of Fighters 95, 96, 97, 98 as well. So the Orochi saga, it just was awesome to see those those teammates reacting to you getting punched or you punching the other player. But to me it seems a little bit difficult to pull off using 3D graphics. Maybe they can, I don't know. It'll be great. I really hope so. Mid boss is Adelheid. Final boss is a crazy Omega Rugal. So having Rugal and Adelheid as bosses does not tell me much about where the story is going. Why are we gonna get Rugal? I mean, this is the second chapter of supposedly a 3-game saga of the Ash saga. So we had the first one. It just started showing things happening. Some catchers are revived, but then we gotta get some sort of more meaty storyline here. And having Rugal in there, unless he's resurrected, of course, is kind of strange. Who crashes the party like a mix between Kool-Aid Man and Guy from The Shining. Okay, whatever that means. Adelheid tries to stop him but gets knocked out, making his sister upset. Then you fight him. Okay, well, strange. That's very strange. General ending points to future involvement from Ness and those from the past. So again, telling nothing. Ness and those from the past. We know Ness is somehow involved. I mean, from the manga, The King of Fighters New Begin, we just wrapped. Very few animated cutscenes, endings all drawn again, no voiced endings. Maybe, I mean, we've seen this in the previous games. Special intros are in, hopefully. Special dialogue boxes during arcade mode, 13 style during arcade mode, but not very. Every encounter has one. Well, that's what we have in 14, so nothing special here. Special pre-mid boss team fights and dialogue depending on which team you use. Nothing special here. Can see list of special moves in CSS. What's that? Alright, mechanic changes. Bar is now split in half. EX moves take half a bar to use. 2 ways to activate. Okay, so EX moves. So we're back to EX moves working outside of max mode, which is something I hated that they did in 14. It was much better in 13, where you can sacrifice a bit of your power meter to actually do some EX moves. So if that's the case, I'm happy with that. 2 ways to activate the EX move state. Okay, two ways to activate neutral and dash. Forward B it plus C, called max advance. Basically the auto dash, but also available from neutral. Neutral blinks red, gives power buff, and disables scaling on combos. Can super cancel from anything, and activation on super. Okay, this seems very specific. That's why it was like, okay, that's a bit too specific. Auto dash blinks yellow, gives no buffs. Combo scales a lot, but enables free canceling like 13 HD mode. Yuri butt loops, alright, but no level 1 supers. Any super attempt will do level 2 and end the activation. Ground CD still sends the opponent to wall stick on hit. And quarter circle forward C plus D does a guard crush attack for half a bar. The game mechanics that they're saying here are, to be honest, are very interesting. I would love to have this kind of mechanics in the game, really. And it's very specific, which when I saw it, I'm like, okay, we are into something here. Maybe this is true. But then we go to the next one here. Ooh, let's move over here, and it's the roster. All right, so we have the roster here. All right, let me just bring this down a little bit. There we go. That's better. So this is the supposed roster. Okay, so we have a China team made of Shune, Mei Tenkun, and Shen Xinzan. Okay, Antonov, Sylvie, and Mian making an official invite again. Well, Mian is, and Sylvie. Elizabeth, Kukri, and Ash. Mysterious team. Kyo, Benny, and Goro, Japan's strongest. Terry, Andy, and Joe. Robert, Ryo, and Yuri. So no Takuma, according to this supposedly. K-Dash, Maxima, and Kula. Ralph Clark, and Leona. Hyden, Whip, and Angel. Recon team. Alright, interesting name. Kind of difficult to see Angel with Hyden in one team. Chris, Yashio, and Shirmi. I know these guys are there. Chizuru, Najd, and Shingo. Holy team. Alright. Iori, Mature, and Vice. Guy, Nelson. Okay, Guy as in Guy Tendo. Nelson and Tizok as the Ring Sports. King Minds Arena. Women 15. Kasumi. Li Jianfei, and Hinako. Daughters of Martial Arts. Okay. Now, I'd love to have these back, though. Atena Kensu and Shin. Kim, Luong, and Mei. So Mei Li is back, according to this leak. Blue Mary, Vanessa, and Ramon. Oswald, Shen, and Duolon. The Shanghai team. Okay. Geese, Hein, and Billy. So same team back. Okay. Mr. Big, Ryuji Yamazaki, and Jack from Auto Fighting. And then Xanadu, Chang, and Choi. Sorry, no USA team again. Doesn't seem like Band Team has their Orochi alts. Chris doesn't turn into Orochi. Now, okay, this is all, sounds great until you realize there's absolutely no brand new character. So do you think a new King of Fighters, right? It's coming out and probably next generation. New, they're gonna try to show up new graphics, and there's not gonna be any new character. Just look at the King of Fighters 14. We had tons of new characters. So This is where things just, I'm like, and I actually had a chat with a friend. He also thought the same thing. This is not, it's not make much sense that there's no brand new character. And this is where, I mean, the first two parts of this leak were very believable. If he stopped, if this anonymous leaker stopped there, I would have, mostly believed him, really, but not believed him 100%, but totally possible. But having this roster with no new character, that's just not, nope. Next, he talks about some team stories. All right, the guy's going places, man. He just getting into the meat of things. If he gave you the roster, he gave you the game mechanics, he gave you. Now he's gonna talk about the story. Awesome. China, Tang caught Cheng doing dirty things, and as punishment, made him take his place in KOF. What is that supposed to mean? Cheng doing dirty things? What are we talking about here? And a punishment, he made him take his place in KOF. That doesn't sound like punishment, really, and it just doesn't make sense. Official invite Antonov declared himself unfit to host KOF, so hanged it to Adelheid and aims to rightfully win his title. Maybe. Seems believable. Mysterious and Elizabeth is in serious mode, seeing if those from the past are involved in KOF in any way. Ash just wants to tag along because he's bored. The guy just came back from the dead, so I don't think that's gonna be his story, honestly. And Cookie wants to collect emails to spread on the internet. What? Kidding. Is he kidding? Are you kidding? Who am I kidding? Recon. Angel gets tagged by Haddon because she's former NAS. SNK wanted to use John Crowley in this spot. That's a lot of details, man. A lot of inside details. Originally, but decided against it. So Angel leaves her old team. The band, realizing they revived, come back to the stage to KOF to have some fun and bring up Orochi and hunt down the red-haired man. The red-haired man. Okay. Nash met Shizuru at her shrine and enlisted her for help, sensing evil at KOF. Shingo was there and decided to join them. Okay. Very basic. Iori always wants Kyo, his two partners in crime, help and also react to band team negatively as if protective of Iori. Okay. Ring sports. They spar together in a gym and realize they should make a team. That's it. By the way, Tizok is back, so no more tail and bite moves. Daughter's martial arts similar to above, but they didn't spar. They just met and got along and demonstrated skills to each other and thus decided to use KOF. I mean, we do have kind of these stories in KOF, so that's possible, right? As a way to show the martial arts, and Kasumi hopes it will boost the signal to help her find her dad. And Lee's just hungry. Gangil got really drunk and hurt himself doing stupid tricks to show off and landed in the hospital. Meili ended up his substitute. Meili and Luong have conflicting relationship with Kim in the middle. Sounds believable, honestly. Shanghai working together for different interests that share the same journey. Gang, Mr. Big had a meeting with Eugene, offered him lots of money to join KOF and deal with Geese there, and Jack works for Mr. Big. It's kind of plausible because in the ending of the Geese team, it shows that he's actually in a war with Mr. Big, so that's possible. But again, the biggest giveaway here that this is fake is the roster, which that does not include any brand new character, which does not make any sense at all. But again, it's fun to talk about these things, so there you have it. I just wanted to go ahead and share it with you. Maybe it has some truth to it. Maybe we'll know. When are we gonna know is a real question. Now, I know SNK is not a Tokyo Game Show officially, but again, they never were a Tokyo Game Show. Even when they announced Samurai Showdown, they did so at the Sony conference at the Tokyo Game Show, but SNK themselves were not a Tokyo Game Show, which means we can still get some King of Fighters 15 news by the end of this month, hopefully, and then we can finally stop talking about these weird leaks that we get every few weeks. So that is pretty much it. Please check the Neo Geo Now shop. Again, it's neogeonow.com/shop. The link is in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thank you for watching.